Why do car salesmen feel the need to lie? And real quick, I want to get two things out of the way before we start this discussion. First off, not every car salesman is a liar. There's plenty of honest dealerships and honest car salesmen. But out of every industry I've worked in and every industry I've worked for, I feel like the percentage of people that lie in the car industry are just higher. And it's not even just my opinion, it's the general public outlook as well. Secondly, and I know what car salesmen are going to say as we get into this video, which is, Tommy, you lie every single time in a negotiation. Fine, you caught me. I'm not actually buying the car. The car is for my client. But if we're going to call that a lie, wouldn't we call you selling me a car a lie? Because you're not actually selling me a car. Your owner is. I want to have a civil and honest discussion here because this is a persona that lives in the industry. And if you get frustrated or angry and you work in the industry, this is something that we need to resolve so everybody wins. Consumers want to have people they trust, and salespeople don't want to be thought of this way. So I'm going to give you my thoughts, but I want to know yours. I think there's two major reasons why car salesmen lie. I think the first one is a fully highly commissioned sales environment incentivizes this. I think incentivizes they get sales. I also think it's a mentality thing. I think it's all combined into one. For example, I saw somebody as car salesman make a post. I'm not going to use the car salesman name, but they said a car salesman is like a hunter hunting their prey. And the car salesman is most successful when they have little to no oversight, which is crazy because first off, that is the most insane mentality for somebody to have on a car purchase. Nobody's a hunter, nobody is prey. You are assisting somebody in one of the biggest purchases of their life. Secondly, and this is also important, everybody needs oversight. You need oversight to be successful. Otherwise, what's stopping you from lying? The second reason is I just don't think it's an actual lie. I think it's a lot of information that somebody is fed or just a lack of training. And I'll give you just a recent example. I just did a negotiation and the dealership took a $69 discount. And he said the reason why he couldn't take more is because he was losing $2,000 to sell me a car. The math doesn't make sense. It was a $994 documentation fee. There was no trade. The only discount off of MSRP was $69, but he said he was losing $2,000. I'm sorry, there is no car that dealerships are paying more than MSRP for. Is this a lie or is this just somebody not understanding how car sales works? But it blows my mind that owners are spending $30,000 in investing in social media training when they haven't been spending that same amount, if not double the amount of money, on that training for their staff. But they're not willing to put that into their staff to train them on product knowledge, process, and being better on the phone. More money should be spent on these other processes, and dealerships just refuse to do this because that doesn't reflect to direct sales, but social media was. No, this isn't shade to Russ. I think what Russ is doing is good and more people should be on social media. But I believe dealerships should invest more across the board.